Hello, good morning. My name's Lisa. Welcome to the Lisa Loves Stitch and Flosstube. I'm coming to you from sunny Brisbane in Queensland, Australia. It's the first day of spring, the 1st of September 2019, and it's a Sunday here. And as you can tell, I've been sick and I'm still sick, but I wanted to do a floss tube because I haven't done one for ages. And I'm sick of waiting to get better. So I'm coming to you from our new home. We moved about 5 minutes drive from where we were living before, but into a much bigger house. So we're now in a 4-bedroom property, and it has 3 bathrooms, more cleaning, but the views are spectacular because we're the highest house in the street. And we have sweeping views of the hillside, and it's just beautiful. So we have a balcony that wraps along the front of the house, which makes it all worthwhile when you sit out there and have dinner. We're looking forward, I can't believe I'm saying it because I prefer the cold, but we are looking forward to it getting slightly warmer. I'm dreading summer because I hate the hot weather. But we're looking forward to it getting a little bit warmer in the evening so that we can have dinner out there, because at the moment it's a little bit chilly to have dinner out there. And so we've been having lunch, which is still nice to soak up that winter sunshine. And I'm in my craft room. I've got my own craft room. Woohoo! I can't believe it. I'm so excited. As you can see, the walls are pale blue. The curtains came with the house, but I might change them later. And I've finally made a pathway into the room. I've tidied it up enough that it's functional and that I can get in, and I've done a little video tour, and I will put that at the end of this video so that you can see my little craft room. And just bear in mind, it is a work in progress. I haven't unpacked everything. I've basically just been putting stuff, just shoving it away, and then I'll start the long process of sorting out where things should go. One of my sets of tiered plastic drawers got broken in the move, so I need to replace those, and then I'll have more storage. I'm not putting too much in the cupboard unpacked yet because Wayne's decided he's already painting our linen press shelving, and he wants to do this one while he's at it. And then he's going to do our wardrobe, walk-in wardrobe. So I can't unpack fully because I need to empty that out again so he can paint. But at least he can get to the wardrobe now. So I'm at the back of the house, and I have a lovely view of our backyard. There's state forest up the back. And we have 2 mango trees in the backyard plus a macadamia tree and a magnolia. That's so far what I've worked out, plus some native bottle brush type plants. And yeah, there's a gate goes out into the reserve up the back, and there's people walk up there occasionally. So we haven't checked that out yet. It's pretty steep actually. Sorry for the coughing. So we're really loving it here, and we haven't really had a chance to properly settle in and enjoy the place because we're still finishing the unpacking. And also then we both got sick with bronchitis. And Wayne never gets sick, but he got sick this time off me. Nothing like sharing is caring. And so anyway, I'm glad that my craft room is my little sanctuary, and I come in here to when I work from home and use the desk here to work from. So it's really lovely. I keep looking that way, but I need to look that way. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera properly. I feel so out of it because I haven't done it for ages and I've been unwell. Anyway. I'm going to show you one whip that is non-stitchy related. It's knitting. I got my knitting mojo back this week. I'm knitting this. I'll just show you this. It'll only take a minute and then I'll be back onto the cross stitch. So it's Cowgirl Blues from South Africa. It's Merino DK, and it's super soft, super soft charcoal colorway. And this is the Wavy Legs hat by Jodie Brown of the Grocery Girls podcast. So if you are into knitting and you haven't discovered the Grocery Girls, check them out. I'm sure you would have known about them by now. They have like epic following. So I really love this hat because it looks like cables, but it's not. And it's nice and squishy. And I'm actually making this for someone in the stitchy community who says that they don't wear hats. But I think in the privacy of home, when they're feeling they want to be cozy this winter, they won't care if it's just them in their pajamas by themselves sitting and stitching. It'll keep their head warm. So this is going to lovely Leanne of Lost in Floss, and I think she'll like this. And I'm going to make Barb a hat because they both need a hat, and Barb's will have a pom-pom on top, and hers is going to be pale blue, like this really ice blue. So that's the hat. So I'm nearly finished. Once I finish this up here, then I'll be on to the decreases. So that won't take long at all. Hopefully it fits her. And if she doesn't wear it, she can give it to a relative or something. I'm sure it won't go astray. Okay, so on to my whips. So it's Sampler Sunday. I'm actually going to get some stitching done on it today. I did do some last week in the week because I wanted to catch up, but then I was sick, so that all came to a halt. But I have done quite a bit, which I'll just show you here. So I've just followed the border down and across, and then to break up just doing the monotonous border, I've filled in some of the flowers, which I absolutely love. They're just so pretty. So I just realised I missed one down here. I need to finish that off to match. But anyway, yeah, so I'm really loving this. I'm enjoying stitching on it. I think I can't remember what I said originally that the fabric is. It's the called for fabric in the pattern, which is the Botany Bay Sampler by Fox and Rabbit Designs. And you can either find that on the Linen and Threads website, or on, if you search for Fox and Rabbit Designs, they have, Brendan has his own website for it. So really enjoying doing that with Laura, and hoping to get some more stitching done on it today. Probably this evening when we come back, because we're going to go out for some fish and chips because we're sick of being in the house. So we're going to go over to Wynnum, which is over about an hour's drive out to the ocean, and we'll have some fish and chips there and then come home. So Wayne's just painting the cupboard at the moment while I'm in here. So, one moment, let me scooch back. What have I got? Have I got any other? Oh, I need to tell you guys something funny. Oh, I hope you can't hear Wayne. He's just booking us a table, hopefully, at Wynnum, at the favourite fish and chip shop. I can't find my Santa's outer pattern, but anyway. If you remember last time I started stitching, I just started stitching my Scottish Santa. And you might not notice here, but my eyesight has obviously changed as I've gotten older. And it called for off-white. And in the light, I thought that was off-white for the hair. It is actually a very, very, very pale blue. And you know what? It looks sort of grey, blue-grey when you look at it here, not on the camera. And you know what? Santa's gonna have light blue hair because I'm not undoing that. Because it's perforated paper, the risk is I'll cut it and then it'll be irretrievable. So Santa's going to be embracing his off-white hair that's actually light blue. So that's where I'm up to with him. I sort of put him in the naughty corner when I realised I'd made that mistake, but I'll get him out soon and finish him because I want to have him ready on the tree for Christmas this year. So let's talk. That's all my whips. That's all I've really been working on. No finishes, unfortunately. Just been really hectic packing and then unpacking and moving and cleaning and getting sick and all those things. So haven't done a lot, I'm afraid. Another thing that surfaced when I was packing was this that a friend gave me years ago, which is a 2008 Easy Cross Stitch Pattern a Day calendar. And it is chockers full of patterns. And I thought, I am never going to manage to stitch all of these in my lifetime. It is just humanly impossible. There's some more of the patterns. How cute are they? So what I did, and I'm going to send them out when I send something to someone in the mail, and that way I get to share the stitchy love, and they don't go to waste, because it's a shame for them to go to waste. The only problem is that the person getting it will have to get, say, 4 or 5 patterns at once, because all the details on how to, like what floss to use, etc., are in a key at the back after every 4. So they'll get 4 patterns, whoever's getting them. So I sent Laura some, and she's going to stitch one of them soon, because I sent her one with a jonquil on it, and she's got some growing at the moment in her garden, so that's lovely. And yeah, so there's some really cool patterns in here, and some I will stitch, but some I'm just never going to get to, so why not share the stitchy love? So if you get anything from me in the mail in the future, you'll probably get some patterns off me. Haul. Sorry. I recently placed an order with Journey of a Stitcher. She's on Etsy, and she's in Australia, I think down in Victoria. She's amazing. Like, when you order from her, you get stuff virtually the next day, like within 2 days, which is really fantastic. She always gives me a free pattern. So this free pattern that she gave me with my receipt is this one here, which I'll just hide the actual chart. But I think you'd do it on perforated paper. OMG, how cute is he? Little Santa. I reckon he'd look good on perforated paper and cut him out and make him into an ornament. So I got the chart for that. Thank you. Really appreciate that. And then I got 2 patterns, because when you're buying one pattern, the other one, as Mischievous Stitches says, can't travel alone. So sorry for the crinkling. So I got the Cricket Collection Christmas, and I'm going to make that probably into a pillow to put out at Christmas time. I just really loved all the little motifs on it, all the baubles and the presents and the gingerbread man and the little angel. Just love it. I really love Christmas. It's my favourite time of the year. I'm starting to think about decorating for Christmas, and I'm excited to decorate our new home for Christmas. And I think this will be a perfect addition to our Christmas decorations. So I got that one. And then I also bought this one to do for my nephew for Christmas, because we always give ornaments to Wayne's family, is Sleigh Ride. So I thought I'll make this for James. Whether I get it finished this year or not, it's only very tiny, so I should be able to get it done. And I thought somewhere in there it must have the little star. I can't see it, but somewhere in there must be the little star charm that comes with it, but that is adorable, the celestial sleigh. So looking forward to stitching that. Thought that was perfect for a little baby boy, and hopefully I'll get that started soon, and then I can get it finished for him for Christmas so he can hang it up on our tree. I don't know if I'll give it to him to hang on. I think I'll hang it up on our tree, but every year he can hang his little decoration up on our Christmas tree. Start a little tradition. That's basically it. I'm so sorry it's not hugely long, but I wanted to check in with you, and I'm sorry I haven't got much stitching to show you. I want to do a shout out to Frosty Dawn. If you're not watching her Flosstube, then definitely check her out. I'll put a link below in the description box. I really enjoy watching Dawn's Flosstube. I recently discovered her when she commented on my Flosstube, and I'm so glad that I found you. Dawn lives in Basel in Switzerland. I have friends in Bern. And anyway, she does some lovely stitching. So go and check her out and subscribe to her channel and share the love. And I also want to say hi to Laura of the Laura's Crafternoon Teas or Lola Star Creates podcast. Laura, I have started wrapping your Yarny advent calendar, ready to send in November. I still have to get some more yarn. I think I'm going to have to buy some extra yarn because I don't have a big stash anymore. But I'm having fun wrapping them. I've got some special wrapping, which I think you're going to get a kick out of when it comes in the mail eventually. Laura is going to America in October. I'm so jealous. She's going to the New York Sheep and Wool Festival, and she's also going to be checking out the stitchy shops while she's over there, so I'm sure she's going to have a blast, and I'm looking forward to seeing her photos on Instagram of her travels. And yeah, so, and just a special thank you to Daylene of So Grateful. Thank you so much for your lovely card in the mail. Daylene sent me a beautiful card, and wait, I'll just go and grab it because I have it'll be in my video of my tour, but I framed it. She sent me a beautiful photo. Oh, you can see me. She sent me a beautiful photo of her flower from her garden. Isn't that lovely? And then she sent me some beautiful yarn which sort of matches it. Thread. And I'm going to love stitching with this. So I'll think of you, Daylene, as I stitch with it. And thank you very much for your kindness. I really appreciate that. So I've put that in a frame and put that in my craft room so that I can think of Daylene when I see it. It's always a nice reminder when you have little things that people have given you that you can reflect on when you see them in your room, and they enhance your stitchy space and make you remember that there's some really lovely people out there in this world, and stitchy friends are the best friends. So thank you, Daylene. That's it. Hopefully I will come back to you soon with another Flosstube, hopefully a bit longer. Till then, I'm adding on a little tour of my craft room for you to see where I'm crafting, and hopefully down the track I'll be able to give you an update that I have unpacked everything, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get sewing soon and things like that. I've got a few things I would like to do in the future. Anyway, till then, keep stitching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Okay, just thought I'd share with you my craft room. It's not by any means finished yet. Obviously, it's a mess, but I've sort of cleared enough floor space that I can walk in there. And I've got my sewing table set up here with my little sewing essentials trolley. I have another tiered tray there, I've got a lovely window looking out onto the back garden. I've got fabric in that tubs at the back and some yarn on top, which I need to find a spot for. And then I've got some stuff I need to unpack still. That one's full of games. That's my great-grandmother's old treadle Singer sewing machine that I learnt to sew on. I want to get that restored soon when I can get some money saved up for it. And that's Grace, my mannequin. She used to have legs, but when I moved up to Queensland, the removalist broke her legs, so I didn't want to get rid of her, so I keep her there. But I always had my apron collection on it, of vintage aprons, so she's just got a little pink sheer number on at the moment. And then these are old-fashioned accountant filing drawers that Wayne's dad used to use back in the 60s, and I think his father used them. Anyway, I have absconded with it because they didn't want it anymore. They had tools in it, and I'm going to use it for all my charts. And then I have this lovely buffet that I bought years ago in Sydney at the op shop or the thrift shop for $110, and this holds my fabric. So if I just, that's got more fabric in there. And what have we got in here? Patterns and bits and pieces. And then in here I've got spare embroidery hoops and whatnot, and my quilt that I've never finished making, maybe one day. And then in here I've just got some more bits and pieces that I've got to sort out. So these drawers are really cool. They've got my patterns in, perfect for all my charts, and I just love them. So that's perfect. Mum gave me this 3-tiered glass jar years ago, and I've put together like yarn at the bottom and the old coats thread in the middle, and then the little pillow that Laura made me, and my Shakespeare, and a jug cover that Nan made back in the day when she was able to crochet still, but now she's blind. She's not able to do it. And then this lovely photo came from the wonderful Daleen and of the So Grateful Flosstube, and she sent me this thread as well as a thank you for me sending her a crochet shawl pattern, which was just lovely. It was such a nice surprise in the mail. Thank you, Daleen, if you're watching. And yeah, just this is a flower from her garden. Isn't that beautiful? So that's the sewing room so far. In the cupboard here, in there I've got some containers with stuff in that I haven't unpacked yet. I don't want to unpack this cupboard too much because I've got fabric up there, because Wayne wants to paint inside, so I'm going to have to unpack it all again. But I've got my knitting and crochet books, my books from my good friend Rachel Amphlett. She's an author of thrillers, and if you're interested, check her out. She has her own website. You can buy direct from her or on Amazon, Good Books, Kindle, everywhere. So her books are really fantastic, great page turners, keep you on the edge of your seat. And then I've got all my quilting magazines and some other bits and bobs down here I have to sort through. So yeah, oops, sorry about my finger. And then behind here is my great-grandmother's Singer treadle sewing machine, and my Irish drum that I got in Ireland when I was travelling. So yeah, so this angel, I got her in Poland, in Krakow, at the markets, and she was hand carved and just so beautiful I couldn't leave her behind. She needs her wing fixed because one wing falls off. And this Mum bought me years ago, but I thought I might repurpose it and make it into a little fairy garden. as well as this one down here. So we'll watch this space. Oh, and there's some glass paperweights that my nan bought me years ago. So that's my sewing craft room.